Yeah, good morning, Nicole. You can see me wearing a jacket, and I actually don't know why, because it's an absolute belter of a morning in Cape Town. No wind at the start. The riders can expect some wind, sort of just about 40 kilometers in, a bit of a headwind, and later on just the wind behind their backs as they sort of just complete the rest of the journey. But an absolutely beautiful day out in Cape Town, and it's always a big thing. This race has been marred by some serious winds on the day of the race, and so much so that they've had to cancel the race a few times. So the riders and organizers certainly are excited to be on their bikes today and get to enjoy, just the scenic views along the peninsula for the 109 kilometers.
Yeah, it sounds very festive there, Justin. Now, Justin, when you and I spoke yesterday, you mentioned that the electronic bike is making its debut today. Do we know how many e-bike entries we have?
So, unfortunately, they weren't able to share with me exactly how many e-bike entries, but the e-bike category is a category that they've been calling out for a long time. The cycle tour was very cautious about it. The ardent cyclists and the pro cyclists will call an e-bike a bit of a cheat ride. I was told this morning, because I'm going to be getting on that a bit later on, and I've been told, e-bikes cheating, and it's the jokes doing the rounds. But it's an exciting time for the cycle tour. They get to start at 9:30 this morning, and let's see how that goes, because it's some serious climbs, and hopefully that assistance that the e-bike provides you will assist you along the route.
Now, Justin, you mentioned earlier there's a lot of festivities currently going on in Cape Town, and I think those who are not cyclists or perhaps don't follow the sport might not actually know how huge the celebration actually is. It's actually an 8-day celebration. Can you tell our viewers at home what the 8 days includes in an overview?
Yeah, absolutely. So it starts, the weekend before with a bit of a junior ride. There's, the Tour de Good Hope that also has multiple stages along sort of just the course of the week. And as you can hear behind me, we actually have our next batch of riders. It's the third batch of riders that are actually hitting the streets at the moment. So you have, the course of the whole week, with riders doing various rides, and we actually see the tandem riders hitting the streets as they get to enjoy that. It's also quite an exciting class, the tandem class. But, really the cycle tour has become quite an institution within Cape Town. As you mentioned in your introduction, over 30,000 riders have actually come out. The one thing that needs to also be mentioned is the fact that due to the corona outbreak, the Italian riders that were scheduled to come could not unfortunately join. And that's a pity for them, unfortunately. But, all around, the cycle tour really promises to be a good day out, and, aches and pains the next day, but fun to be had for everybody.